Back with the latest Samsung news, and we get even more confirmation of what is coming. So a few days ago, we got those FCC listings that showed us that there are 4G and 5G versions of the phones, at least these Snapdragon phones. Well, we get more confirmation today that in international markets, that's Exynos markets, there will be some 4G only and 5G versions as well. What that means is that, well, the 4G version should be anyway a little bit cheaper than those 5G versions. And well, every little helps when it comes to the price of Samsung flagships these days. Those international versions will be powered by Exynos 990 chipsets. A little bit of a disappointment. As we know from a lot of the filings, it looks like Samsung are using the Snapdragon 865 Plus in their Snapdragon phones, which is an upgrade over the 865 in the S20 phones, but the Exynos market's not getting any upgrade at all, even though the Exynos does lag the Snapdragon. So a little bit of a disappointment, but that looks to be the way it is. The registration also confirms that the Note 20 Ultra will be 161 by 75 millimeters, so that is both bigger and taller than the Note 10 when that came. But this phone is going to have a much bigger screen, the Ultra getting 6.9-inch display, and also it's going to have a taller aspect ratio at 20:9, which the Note 10 phones didn't get. Also in Samsung news, some really good information about an upcoming phone from them called the Galaxy S20 Fan Edition. This should be like a Galaxy S20 Lite, so coming at a cheaper price, but it looks to have some really good specs. So this was shared by Ice Universe yesterday on Twitter, and it shows us some of the makeup of the S20 Fan Edition. So firstly, a 120Hz display, which is a really great spec. That is something that even the base variant of the Note 20 series doesn't get. That phone apparently coming with a 60Hz Full HD display, so the S20 Fan Edition will have a better screen all around. Also, it looks to be coming with the Snapdragon 865, and that is in every market. We don't really know which markets this phone's going to come in right now, but it is going to be with a Snapdragon 865. So it means that actually the S20 Fan Edition may be a really good choice for a lot of people, especially in Exynos markets. Maybe they don't want to spend all that money on Samsung flagships at their really expensive prices with an Exynos chipset. Looks like you might be getting this S20 Fan Edition towards the end of the year, maybe in October, around then, with a Snapdragon chipset and a 120Hz display. As for the cameras, nothing really is known about them at the moment. It may implant some of the camera modules from the S20, maybe the main camera. There's also the GN1 image sensor that Samsung have manufactured this year. That is being used only by Vivo at the moment in one of their mid-range phones. So we don't really know what the quality would be like in a Samsung device. It is a big sensor and it looks pretty decent, but we really don't know Samsung's plans. So for the camera specs, we'll have to wait. Also in the news, we do get maybe a first look at what Qualcomm's plans are for next year's flagship SoC. Unsurprisingly called the Snapdragon 875, and we kind of knew that already. But it looks like they are going to follow their usual schedule, which is a December launch for this chipset. So we'll find out all about it, and then obviously coming into phones first at the start of next year. So that will be some Xiaomi devices, and Samsung S21 series, if it's going to be called that, should be using that chipset in Snapdragon markets. Not really a lot is known about that chip, but it is really confirmed to be a 5nm chip. As we know, Apple's A14 chipset is 5nm. The next version of Exynos will be 5nm, and of course that one as well. That is the new standard for flagship SoCs. Should bring some really good improvements in both power and efficiency. It's a pretty big jump from 7nm EUV that they're using right now. Anyway, that is it for your tech news today. Thank you for watching. Guys, give me a sub if you liked it, and a thumbs up would be appreciated. That's it for now though. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.